Guess what? Can you guess what highlighter I'm wearing today? This is a total contradiction of everything that I have said for the past month or so. Just take a little guess. Drop down below in the comment section what highlighter you think I'm wearing today. Can you guys see it? It's very subtle. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is the Becca Amethyst highlighter. I received it from a dear friend of mine. Hey girl, I know you're watching. And y'all, I talked so much shit about this highlighter. I'm not even gonna act like I didn't. And it was only because I was like, why would someone need a purple tinted highlighter? But now that I wear it, I understand. Like, it's just such a subtle, pretty tint. Like, I love it. I love it. So this just really made my whole day. Like, it looks so pretty and subtle without looking purple. Like, I just thought I would look like Barney, but I don't. So I'm happy about that. But anyway, let's get into the video. The reason why I'm filming today, I am doing my AM skincare routine. I filmed this last week or the week before last, but I had a problem when I was exporting it and I uploaded it before it was finished exporting, so half of the video, well not half, but some of the video was gone, so I had to take it down, so I'm re-filming it. So hopefully we won't have any technical difficulties. So if you want to see my AM skincare routine for the spring and summer, please keep watching. I should preface this video by saying that I have oily skin. I have really oily skin actually. So right now it is the end of April when I'm filming this. Right now the weather in Atlanta is going through some weird transition. Some days it's cool, some days it's really hot. So my skin is not really how it would normally be right now this time of year, but normally for the spring and summer I am very oily. So a lot of the products that I tend to use are more geared toward oily skin. I do have acne skin. I do break out, although I really haven't been having too many breakouts since cutting like sugary drinks out of my diet. Like now I pretty much drink water and my occasional adult beverage, and that has cleared up my skin. Sorry. That has cleared up my skin incredibly, so I don't too much battle with acne. I want to share with you guys all the products that I use in the morning to take care of my skin. I do have a separate morning and night routine because the products I tend to use in the daytime tend to be more targeted toward mattifying and protecting my skin from the sun, whereas the products I use overnight are more reparative. So let's get right into this. First, we're going to go with cleansers. Now, I'm of the belief that you should have several different cleansers in your skincare regimen so that you can kind of switch things out according to the needs of your skin at the moment. So like right now, I don't need anything super mattifying because my skin hasn't been that oily. So we're just gonna go over the cleansers that I use. The first one is my Garnier Micellar water. I never know how to say it. I should probably figure that out, but I love this cleanser so much. To me, it's like a cleansing water, but micellars, or the particles, kind of act as magnets to draw dirt towards the surface of your skin so that it's more easily removable. And I really like this for mornings when I'm just going to do something around the house and maybe I'm gonna take a shower a little later and get ready for my day. Like let's say I'm going to go for a walk around the neighborhood, take Chloe outside, clean up. I will just cleanse my face with this. It won't give you a deep cleansing, but it's enough to remove the remnants from last night's skincare. And I just love this. Like I said, I use it after I'll go for a walk or anytime my skin needs to be refreshed without totally cleansing it with a cleanser. I will use my micellar water. Okay, next we have my acne cleanser. This is the Murad clarifying cleanser. This is holy grail for me, although I haven't used it in a long time because I said my skin has been really decent as far as breaking out. But I really like this because it has 1.5% salicylic acid in it, which is really good at treating acne, helping to prevent acne. So if you do suffer from blemishes and you want something that's not going to irritate your skin, I would recommend Murad. You can also use something from the drugstore, but this is what I like. I really like the scent of it. It's a very light texture. It's not too much of a heavy gel, so this is just awesome for me. So I use this when I'm breaking out. And then when my skin is just normal, I will use something like this. This is the Peter Thomas Roth Rose Stem Cell Bio Repair Cleansing Gel. To me, this is just an all-around good cleanser for normal skin. I really like that this is highly concentrated. So as you can see, I haven't used a lot of it at all, but a little does go a long way. This is very calming, very soothing. It gives a nice lather. Like if you're just having a normal day, you don't really need your skin to be stripped of oils. You don't need added moisture. If you just have pretty good skin, this is awesome. It is a little expensive. It's $38, but because it lasts so long, I think it's worth it. That's another thing. I'll link a video I did down below about what skincare is worth it or what makeup is worth it. To me, cleansers are something that I don't like to spend a lot of money on because you're washing it right off. So I would say if you're trying to build a skincare routine or regimen, you can kind of save on your cleansers. I would spend more money on like your moisturizers or your serums. So really love this cleanser. And the last cleanser that I have is my Origins Checks and Balances. Now, this is really nice in the summertime. It's very cooling. It has a nice minty smell. Just as the name states, this kind of balances your skin. It doesn't really dry your skin out and it doesn't really add any moisture, but it just keeps your skin very balanced. I would say if you have normal skin, you could use this. If you have oily skin, you could use this. I wouldn't necessarily use it if you're dry because I don't think it's hydrating enough, but this is a great cleanser for the summertime. One thing I don't like about it is that it does burn when it gets in my eyes, so I don't think I'll be repurchasing it, but I really love it. Everything else about it, I just love this cleanser. Now, right on par with cleansers, I have my cleansing tool that I use in the morning. This is my Foreo Luna 2 in the combination models. It has the nubs, which I call them, that go from being thick at the top to very fine at the bottom. And it also has a pattern texture on the back that's good for massaging skincare into your skin. Now, the reason why I use this in the morning is because this is very gentle. The Clarisonic Mia 2, which I also have, is more abrasive. It's a little more of a deep cleanse. I don't really like to agitate my face that much in the morning. I like to use kind of calming products. I mean, I like to get that hard work in, that good scrub at night, so that then I can really thoroughly cleanse my pores and then pile up skincare to really repair my skin overnight. So that's why I like the Foreo Luna. It's definitely not going to give you a deep cleanse, but it is going to give you a nice little massage, and it's going to be a little better than using your hands alone, but definitely totally different from the Clarisonic. I will link my comparison video between the two down below. Okay, now let's get into toners. Okay, so I have two toners that I use, and I do want to do a video all about toners, but I think I want to try one more toner before I bring you guys that video. But the one that I've recently fallen in love with is the Pixi Glow Tonic, and I picked this up from Target. I did not know that it would be a travel size. I mean, it's not travel size, but it's tiny. But one thing I will say that this is just a really effective toner. Now for me, I don't necessarily notice tons of difference when I'm using a toner, but it basically just helps to prep my skin for my moisturizer. So this product really helps to mattify my skin. It has glycolic acid in it, which I believe is AHA. So it helps to remove dead skin cells. It balances my skin's pH after cleansing. It doesn't strip my skin, but it just gives me like a nice prepped and mattified base, if you will, to apply my other skincare products or my serums. So I've really been liking this. I don't find that it burns or anything, but I do have pretty tough skin. But this is really great. You can pick this up for around $15 at Target. And my second toner, which is my more abrasive toner, this is my First Aid Beauty. These are the facial radiance pads. Now these are little textured pads. If you guys have been watching my channel for a long time, you've heard me rave about these. They have one side that's a little more textured, and these help to exfoliate, tone, and brighten your skin. So it's almost doing the same thing that the Pixi Glow does, but in a more abrasive fashion, because you're manually and chemically exfoliating and sloughing knocking off all the dead skin cells. So I really like this if I'm going to wear makeup, if I haven't exfoliated in a couple of days. This is everything. I will always keep this in my skincare regimen forever. I swear by this, but that's mainly because I have skin that gets a lot of buildup. I have, what's that condition? It's nicknamed chicken skin. Well, I will put it right here. I can't remember it right now, but I tend to get a buildup of skin cells. So for me, exfoliation is something that is a must. If not, my skin will just look horrible. So I really, really love this product. Okay, let's do sunscreen next. Now, you guys always hear me talk about how important sunscreen is, and I'm also going to be honest with you that I don't tend to wear sunscreen a lot, and I know that's really bad. I need to get more in the habit of wearing sunscreen, but for me, sunscreen just feels really heavy and oily on my face. Even if they say it's not oily, I don't like the way it looks. Oftentimes it leaves a white cast depending on what type of sunscreen you're using, physical versus chemical, and it just gives me an icky feeling. And then when you think about it, sunscreen has to be reapplied. So even if you're applying a sunscreen in the morning, if you're going to be out in the sun all day, or even sitting under artificial lights inside, you can be affected from the lights. How do you continuously protect yourself without having to remove all your makeup and reapply it? So that's why it's kind of just like, what's the point? But I know that I should be using a sunscreen, but when I do, I like Neutrogena sunscreens because they are pretty inexpensive. This is the Clear Face Breakout Free Liquid Lotion Sunscreen in SPF 55 with Helioplex Broad Spectrum UVA, UVB. So this is a lightweight, water resistant, up to 80 minutes sunscreen. I do like this, but once again, I don't tend to use it a lot just because I don't like the feeling of sunscreen on my face. I will do a video all about sunscreen, why it's so important, who should be using it, what type you should be using, because sunscreen can get pretty complicated if you really don't know what to look for. And so yeah, and this is 55, by the way. I don't really think you need to wear anything over about 30 or 35, but I like a little extra protection. Not that it makes that much of a difference, which I will get into in the sunscreen video. So my last category is going to be moisturizers. Now, like I said, because my skin has been a little dehydrated right now, I've been using this moisturizer, which is my fall and winter one. And this is my Boscia Sake Balm. I love, love, love this moisturizer. I love Boscia as a skincare brand all around. So this has what I call that bounce back technology. It's very, very viscous, it's thick, and it kind of just, it's really weird. It's like a bouncy technology to where if you touch it, you'll see your fingerprint, but then in like 10 seconds it will congeal again, I guess. I don't know really how to describe it, but if you've used this, you know what I'm talking about. I like this because it's a gel, but it's a lightweight gel. It's very hydrating. I just really, really love this product. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, it's perfect. And especially right now, because my skin is kind of in a weird phase as far as the moisture and the balancing of moisture, I've been loving this. Some people have said that this leaves their face sticky. I'm going to do a video all about moisturizers this month, but whenever you apply a moisturizer, it's good to wait like a minute or so before applying either your primer or whatever you're going to apply afterwards, because certain products can tend to pill or roll up, and so you just want to give your products a second to settle if you are going to be layering them, and that deals with anything from your serums to your moisturizers and everything like that. So love that moisturizer. Next we have my OG. This is like old. This is Old Faithful right here. This is my Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. I remember using the lotion formulation before they came out with the gel back when I was like in middle school. This is the first higher end brand that I ever tried. My mom and I used to go to the Clinique counter probably twice a year, and she would stock up on makeup, and I would always get her to throw a little lip gloss in there for me. But this is a really great line. I like Clinique skincare overall because it's dermatologically tested. It's very simple in terms of what you get, and it's not too high priced. They have a lot of good staple items like cleansers, toners, and moisturizers. This is just an all-around good basic moisturizer for oily to very oily skin. What I like about this is that it's a gel, so it's going to be a little lighter weight on your skin, and it does a great job at mattifying. So good that I cannot use it right now because it makes my skin feel very tight. But in the summertime, this is a great moisturizer. So if you have oily skin, I would check that out. And then my most recent acquisition of moisturizers is my Henriksen Counterbalance Oil Control Hydrator. This is ultra lightweight. It controls oil and mattifies. It has green fusion complex, a seed oil, rosehip fruit extracts, and AHAs, which help to exfoliate your face. So this is like the heaven sent moisturizer. It's mattifying, it's exfoliating, it smells nice. I used this for about a week, but then I had to stop because my skin isn't oily enough right now, and this will dry your face out if you do not have oily to very oily skin. Now I would say that this Henriksen moisturizer, which is from their new line, is even more mattifying than my Clinique. So if you have just on the border of oily skin, I would try this. But if you are a super oily girl like myself in the summertime, this is going to be fabulous. So far I'm loving it. The only thing is that I can't use it right now. Unfortunately, I can throw that away. I can't use it right now because my skin is not oily enough. Okay, now the last product I want to share is actually a mask. Now if I were to use this in my skincare routine, it would be the first thing I use. So I would use this in the morning. This is the Henriksen Truth Sugar Glow Polishing Mask. They did they repackaged this and they gave it a new line. I will put it on the screen right here and also link it down below. If you guys have watched any of my skincare videos, more than likely I have mentioned this product. It is near and dear to me because it is so amazing. It works so well, and it's holy grail status for me. I will always repurchase it. I will post my review of it down below. Oh, it smells like an orangesicle. I really like this because it's a mask, an exfoliator, and a cleanser all in one. So I put it on at the beginning of the day. Like, let's say I don't have a lot to do, but I really just want to treat my skin. I try to use this a couple times a month, but I'll be honest, sometimes I forget about it. But it really gives you an intense exfoliation. It has sugar in here, which is really nice. It also cleanses the skin very well. It hydrates it. It's very soothing. It also helps to brighten your complexion. It has vitamin C in it. This product is everything. I would probably steer away from it if you have really sensitive skin, or if like really abrasive scrubs tend to mess with your skin, because this is rather abrasive. But I have very thick skin and I love an abrasive exfoliator, so this is just everything to me. So I would use this in the morning and it would replace my cleanser and my exfoliator. I would use this and then follow it with my toner and my moisturizer. So guys, that is everything that I use for the spring and summer currently in my skincare regimen. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you have any comments or questions, as always, leave them down below and I will see you in the next video. Bye.